Let's get started. Everyone who is hanging out with me this evening in the chat, thanks for sticking, well, being here, rather. And those of you catching up after the fact on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. We are, of course, playing Banner Saga 3. This is the release date. Hi, Walter. The release date of Banner Saga 3. It is a brand spanking new game that not too many people have played. And we're streaming it tonight. So let's get to it. I have been re-watching my stream archives of 1 and 2 in the last couple of weeks just to remind myself what it was that we did in those games, because it's been a while since we streamed them. And I'm about halfway through the 2 stream archive, so there will be some more recent things that happened in the latter half of the game I might not remember, but we'll get to it as we go. Should we watch a recap? That will actually probably help. Let's do that first. And again, I'm trusting you guys to tell me if it's too loud.
In the sky, calamity followed. Stone-armored dredge poured out of the north. A darkness bled across the land, and a world-devouring serpent carved chasms in search of something. The races of men and Val fled south in vast caravans, dealing with the dredge General Bellower and the treachery of Borsgard's governor, Rugger, to eventually arrive at the human capital of Arborang. Rugger's scheming and old rivalries with the king of Arborang poisoned their chances for safety. Can they restore the peace before the city turns on itself? Juno and Eyvind, powerful spellweavers who claim they can turn back the darkness, continued on to the Valka libraries, where a terrible confrontation left Manahar in ruin. The spellweavers now have no choice but to push into the darkness itself, protected only by a spell of light and a reluctant crew of mercenaries. Will they be able to drive away the darkness before all of Arborang and humanity is swallowed up? And at what cost? One way or another.
It's my pleasure, Stoic. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, guys, how did that sound volume-wise? Too loud? Too soft? It sounded very loud in my headphones, but I'm not sure. Whew, okay. So we left off outside of Arborang. Alette and her group were betrayed by, who apparently pronounced Rugga. I was pronouncing it Ruga all this time. All is good here. Thanks, Walter. Cogwhistle, thanks very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in as well. They were perhaps, we don't know for sure, but they were perhaps betrayed by the Horseborn that were following Canary. We don't actually know how that's going to be resolved. And then, of course, there is Bulwark is dead and apparently being resurrected by the serpent. He was channeling or possessed by Bellower and was defeated. Ivor, Folka, Juno, and Eyvind are all marching into the darkness. Thank you very much, Stoic. I appreciate it. Marching into the darkness. For what end, we don't know. To try to stop it, I presume. Yes, I have been very much so. Walter speaks the truth. Okay, I am going to turn the volume down just a little bit more because it seems excessively loud. Yes, great art, great music, fanciful storytelling, very fun combat, I find. Yes, thrilled to be here. Very thrilled to be here. Let me just update this really quick. My own records, what I'm setting the volume at. Okay. Let's not dilly-dally anymore. New game. Import saved game. 2018, January 4th. That sounds about right. Yep. Day 100 for poor Alette.
We were as far from safety as we could have been. Me, Rook, and Alette. In our small town of Skor. So much has changed since then.
This is Ivor talking.
We traveled the length of the world to escape serpents and dredge.
Thanks, Stoic.
And still it was not enough. do now is madness. Somewhere in the darkness, I've been told, lurks an answer to all our desperate questions. I will make sure it sees the light of day. All I care about now is that the friends, no, the family I fought to deliver to Arberang, live to see the sun move again.
Chapter 16. The true hero comes reluctantly. Arberang. Human capital. Achievement unlocked. You started the game. Very good. Oh, man. Alright, looks like we can talk to Odleif, and we have our heroes here. I just wanted to say, while Stoic is around, thank you very much, guys, for this lovely series of games. I was a backer of yours on Kickstarter for the very first game, and I have never been disappointed with anything that you guys have done. It's been fantastic. I'm happy to have been a patron of yours, and I wish you the best of luck going forward. Cheers to all of you. All right. I don't even remember who we have in this party right now. Canary? Figured she was betraying us. Oh, I like the stats pop up there. That's nice. Gonna need to view stats, promote ranks. Yes, we have 19. I wonder if that's carried over from our last save. I don't know that I want to promote Canary. She might be betraying me any second. Everybody's eligible for a promotion. Really? No. Not everybody. Whoa, yes. 6 points available. So he's not being promoted. He's just getting extra points. That's interesting. My gosh. So before we even get to the game, we've got a lot of work to do here. Lots of points to distribute. I'm assuming that I'll need these. I'm assuming that they're sending me a message about how hard this is going to be. Okie doke. Percent chance to cause puncture. Now, puncture, I'm assuming, is sneaking damage past armor. Avoid armor attack. Hunker down. Resist armor damage. Regenerate 1 armor per turn. Avoid strength attack. Bonus hit chance. Gosh, okay. Some creepy sounds going on in the background here. So, puncture... I was thinking that puncture must mean that you do damage to health through armor. But given that this is an armor break power, I'm wondering if it isn't just additional armor damage. Puncture would make me think it's doing strength damage, though. Let's just do all 3 there. Sure. Hakon. Hakon could be promoted. How much would it cost? 19. Okay, so we can promote 1 person, basically. He has 0 points. Canary could be promoted. I don't think I want to. Being judicious here. I could afford to promote you, Alette, which I might do. Odleif, you have a bunch of points to play with here. So the powers are the special ability, not special ability, what are I don't know what you'd call these. The perks seem to be the same no matter the character. Yeah. Bonus damage. I get nervous about... I've said this in the previous games. I get nervous about bonus damage because sometimes you don't want to kill a character, an enemy. You want them to stay in the queue so that you can operate your other players predictably. And if you kill somebody, then the enemy gets bumped up in the queue, and you might have somebody going before somebody you don't want to go. You know what I mean? So when I've had trinkets and things that do bonus critical damage, I've tended to discard them pretty quickly and find something else. Hey, Zeno! Thank you very much. I'm doing well. Glad to have you here. It's very generous of you. Thank you. Bonus hit chance. Greater chance to hit when you're trying to shoot through armor, I'm guessing. I don't usually try to use people shooting through armor because even then you're only going to do like 1 point of damage. I tend... This is tricky. Zeno, you're trying. Nightbot is here, but I don't know that I have followage as a command. Maybe it's something that you're seeing and I'm not seeing. Could be. Gosh, I don't want to spend too much time doing this because I really want to get into the game, but this is interesting and important. Regenerate armor? Okay. Oh, that's okay, Zeno. Thank you very much for making the trip. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Day. Whatever, wherever you are. Let's just... Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. Go for it. Let's do that. That sounds good. Confirm, please. Oh, did I confirm with Moger? No, I didn't. Son of a bitch. I didn't even notice that. Rats. Philadelphia. Get ready for bed. Oh my gosh. 5 a.m. is very early. Yes. Well, enjoy your evening and have a good day tomorrow and a good weekend. So Gunnulf has points, even though he's also eligible for a promotion. I think I'm just going to put them both there. Is that crazy? Oh, that's right. Once you choose one of these, you can't go back and select the other one. Okay, do that. Holding onto your strength is very important for Gunnulf. Nid has 8 points. Okay. I think I'm going to go with resisting strength damage for most of these characters. That's going to be useful. Confirm. Alright guys, I will try to make this as speedy as possible. Deirdre. +2 strength. Canary. Roek. God damn, Roek can break some armor. That's crazy. Okay. Good. I like that. Let's go with that for now. Gathak. Alio. I do like Alio. He has 10 available points. Mogr. Okay, Mogr's good. So is that everybody? No, Gris. Okay. Okay. Not sure why I'm skipping around a little bit here, but I am. Just checking. Is that everybody except for my promotion that I get? Now, do I want to promote? Or do I want to save the points? If I promote, I'll be going back to 0 points. How much food do I have? 3 days of food. Something tells me I can't buy food out here anyway. Let's just promote then. Higher stats, increase your item rank. It's going to be the same for everybody, isn't it? Because they're all going up to level 9. Yeah, everybody's level 8. So regardless of where I had them in the last game, they're all level 8 now. Okay. I see. What does this trinket do? Gold Wasp. Poison. -1 strength on target turn. I see, so I'm poisoning people. +3 willpower, +3 move, +1 aggro. +3 willpower, +3 move. Mogr, maybe. I'll promote... I can't promote Mogr. Promote Hakon? Give that to him. 2 points. Let's go with that. God, I can promote him again. Okay. Well, he's level 9 now. What trinket do you have? Ormhilder's Bangle. 20% divert armor, 10% dodge strength, 1 strength resistance, 1 armor. Just gonna give that to Old Leaf for now because what the hell? You can always figure it out later. Okay, that's our heroes. Let's... Oh, she moved. Let's talk to Old Leaf. Get into the game proper. Here we go, everybody. A single white bird catches your eye. Oh, it's Rugga. Oh, good. Maybe we get to kill this guy. Drifting overhead like a kite. How long has it been since you last saw a bird? Alette. Rugga says, they're almost ready with the battering ram again. Get up. I thought we hated Rugga. He tried to kill us, didn't he? Alette says Alette is exhausted. The gates of Arborong have been closed to you and many other refugees. Now you've joined an uphill battle to change that, both literally and figuratively. Rugga says, what are you doing? Staring at clouds? Thinking this through, back off, Rugga. I'm having second thoughts about what we're doing here. Just back off, buddy. Let's not put up with your crap. Rugga says, I'm hurt. I thought we were friends now. Ah, I know that look. Of all the choices I could have made, why side with Rugga? Why did I side with Rugga? It had something to do with the King of Arborong. Luden died. Luden, the king's son, died on our watch. Is that why the king was upset with us and I found I needed to side with Rugga? Rugga says, it's because your father taught you right from wrong, Alette, before he died. He says, and you couldn't let King Meinolf abandon thousands of us out here. Yep, that's right. Okay. He wasn't going to let us in. With dredge on the horizon and the darkness closing. Let me make this easy for you. Once we go through that wall, we go our separate ways. You won't see the governor of Borsgard again. Oldleaf says, is that a promise, Rugga? Rugga says, hi, Jeza, welcome. Depends on whether we succeed today. Hakon says, you know I hate to agree, but Rugga has a point. We stumble now, and everything we've done to get here was pointless. Your eyes descend to the battered outer wall of Arborong. Days' worth of broken bodies have sewn scarlet ribbons into the mud. Alright, what's the plan? Rugga says, at my word, clansmen start fires further down the wall. That should split their attention from the gates. Archers behind my shields as they run the battering ram forward. Alette says, they'll be waiting to greet us with swords and axes. Rugga says, that's why you're here. Who knows? Maybe they'll lay down their blades at the mere sight of the hero from Skogar. Oldleaf says, and if the gates stand again, even if we bash our way in. Rugga says, it won't stand, not this time. Trust me. Ha! Why would I trust you? No. Just remind your horse folk whose side they're on, will you? They're making the rest of us uneasy. It sure felt like at the end of Banner Saga 2 that the Horseborn were about to betray us. I suppose that's not the case. Rugga's grin is jagged as a hyena's and half as reassuring. He barks, and fighters begin to form up again. Are hyenas in the Banner Saga universe? Hi, Publican, welcome. We are just getting started. You have not missed anything. We spent the first 20 minutes or so adding points to characters because everybody got promoted to level 8 automatically when we started the game. Alright. Party build. I gotta remind myself what everybody does here. Spears are target to the ground, pins him, dealing damage and inhibiting movement. Poison. Free roam. While moving, each willpower the Horseborn spends allowed her to travel 2 tiles instead of 1. I'm not sure that I'm in love with Canary in the party. Tale worth telling. The character exalts his target to feats of strength and heroism. His words buff an ally for 1 round, adding 1 damage for every 2 strength the enemy is above the target ally. The boasts have no effect if the buffed ally attacks an enemy of equal or lower strength, so picking the right target is important. Insult. The character delivers an insult so cutting and personal that the target is literally stunned for a moment and has to pause to collect himself. Insulted enemies move to the last place of the enemy initiative queue. Take care in picking the right target to delay from acting. Keep in mind that any persistent effects started by the target will remain until the target's next turn. Even the most powerful enemy will become as harmless as a mouse. Character adds 1 willpower to allies if standing within 1 tile of an ally who delivers a killing blow. Effective use of this will keep your heroes from tiring in combat. So keeping him in range of other fighters so you can move them to them quickly is key. I don't know, Publican. It seems like the Horseborn are still on our side. I thought for sure that we were being betrayed, but such does not seem the case. Target who's bleeding will take 1 strength damage for each tile they move. See, Pig Sticker. The character comes in low and attempts to skewer his target, attacking with a 20% chance to deal a critical strike, double damage attack. This chance increases for each ally adjacent to the character's target, and in the field are as deadly as a talented, well-equipped, well-positioned character. Each ally adjacent to the character's target. Okay. Each kill the character makes encourages allies to fight harder, granting 1 willpower to the unit and any adjacent allies. Sorry, gang, I have to reacquaint myself with everything here. Thread the needle, I know that one. Overwatch, I know that one. Puncture. Standing still, line up a shot. Takes advantage of an enemy's missing armor, doing bonus damage. For every 2 points of armor her target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack. As long as she didn't move beforehand. This makes her especially deadly near the end of a fight or against tough opponents who have lost a lot of armor. Just remember not to move, giving the archer time to line up her shot. Rain of Arrows, we know that one. Bird of Prey. Character uses a longbow to shoot further than the other less experienced archers. She always hits her mark. Bird of Prey makes it possible for her to strike units before they are able to get in attack range and allows her passive puncture to be used against more enemy. Standing still, the archer. Okay, got it. I think I might I think I might go with this for now. Let's try it. Let's just see. This might be very hard. I don't know. It would be very Banner Saga to greet me with a difficult fight. One of us has to get through that gate, says Alette. That gate there, huh? Stand back! Uh-oh. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to mitigate that. Now I wish I had some Horseborn with me. Just because they can get through this stuff faster. Oh boy. I can't tell. Is this something I can walk over? That's probably not something I can walk over. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. It tells me that fire is going to do strength damage. It's quite a lot of armor break, actually. Okay, I cannot walk on that thing. Good thing I noticed that. Let's get to work on this dude. Okay, what are your abilities? Target adjacent enemies. Nope. Whew. No, not the easiest fight, for sure. Don't give up now, says this bloke. Maybe just go there, Trigby, and take that barricade out. Nice. Resisted. Can't even reach that far. Never mind. Uh-oh. Okay. Very nice. Okay, Gunolf, take your time, dude. Let's not rush you. I probably shouldn't have put you back there, but this guy's poisoned. He does go next, though. Just kill him. Once we get someone through the gate, we can put an end to this fight. I see. Okay, good. Thank you for that, Alette. That's helpful. +2 renown. Not sure why I got 2 there. The gate cannot fall! Okay, so they're gonna keep shoving guys through, huh? More fighters to the gate! To arms! Deflected. Remind me, Alette, how far does Thread the Needle go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Moving her a little bit farther forward than I might otherwise, but it's worth it to get these 3 at once. That was a shitload of damage. Comes the big hammer back there. Gunolf. Alright. Battering ram knocks the target back through multiple tiles, doing armor break damage. Okay, that's fine. Uh-oh, look out for the archer. Hoo 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 hoo! Watch this. Wait a minute. I think this is good. I think this will be good. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the whirlwind one. Ah, rats. Did the wrong thing. Well, adjacent enemies took some damage. That's fine. Trig V. Trig V. Oh, right. Can only do it with a one tile radius. Okay. Okay. Sure. It's very crowded up here by the gate. Horseborn would be nice. She could get right through that, couldn't she? Damn. Wait, hang on. I have an idea. Oh, but if I do that, then she can't... Ah, rats. I was going to say, get up here and do Thread the Needle, but she won't have any willpower left to do Thread the Needle if she gets up there. Shit. Why is she doing 0 armor break? That's weird. Something to do with multiple adjacent allies, I guess? Maybe just Overwatch, huh? That's nice. Well done. Alright, Gunulf. Time for you to shine. Ow. It's very crowded. Very crowded. God damn. More fighters at the gates. 2 arms! I think I might just take Trigvi and try to run through it. Not enough willpower. Okay. This is silly, but okay. This time do the right thing. Tempest, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, holy shit. Alright, Trigby, just make a break for it, man. Keep pushing, he says. We're deflecting all kinds of damage. I love it. Gunnulf's not going to be able to do anything. Alright, just get the kill. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, you know what? Just rest. Get a willpower for it. Look out! The hell? Dodged. Very nice. Go for another kill here. Get a little renown. Trigby, you can get out of here. Go, man, go! We're in! Throw open the doors! Ha ha! The foes lying dead at your feet would regret whatever. Whoa, 15. Very nice. -3 supplies. Okay, we did it. We didn't lose anybody, did we? I don't think we lost anybody. Day 1. A lull in the fighting gives you a moment to take stock of what your allies are doing. As Arborong's defenders fall, Ruga exercises a mischievous ghost of a smile. You brace yourself for whatever he's about to do. Brothers, our hearts have never been in killing kinsmen, Ruga shouts, turning so everyone can hear him. If this is what it takes to unite us, so be it. He crosses his wrists above his head as he approaches Arborong's guards, their weapons rattling with mistrust. Oddleaf groans, her bow still drawn. What treachery now? Ruga's hands are bound. His fighters draw back, unsure of what has happened. Hours later, an answer finally arrives. Is he turning himself in? The gates are drawn open, to your great surprise. King Mynolf decrees an end to this fighting. He welcomes all refugees into the city, shouts a man in Arborong's colors. But as the captain of his guard, I warn you, do not test his generosity. Interesting. What the hell just happened? Look at this. Look at this. Gorgeous. Okay, you want to get a look at the map really quick? Let's look at the map. See what's changed since last time. Sounds cool. I think this is pretty much what it was last time. Everything but Arborong is being swallowed by the nothing. It's right outside your door. Let's not testify. Ooh, boy. Okay. Well, I can't see anything else to select except gate. So let's go to the gate. Petrus, I presume, is this gentleman here. A crush of people slowly pile through the gates, squeezing close together. The guard captain calls you over as you pass. He has Ruga close at hand. Petrus says, if it were up to me, I'd have you in chains alongside Ruga. Presumably he's talking to Alette. But our king has asked for you personally. He says you're to be treated as a guest. Really? I've been ordered to escort you to a gathering at the Great Hall, along with this cur. Ruga. Ruga flashes the sort of grin that makes him so punchable. Ruga says, good to see you too, Petrus. A captain now. You've been busy. Petrus restrains himself. You consider the king's surprising orders. I can ask Petrus a number of things. What made the king decide to open the gates to everyone? Why risk taking Roga alive? Do I have any choice about... I think the first question is, why the change of heart? You opened the gates. Petrus says, I can't speak for King Meinolf, but if these people had never joined banners with this snake, they'd have found safety a lot sooner. Roga says, another of Meinolf's lies. Petrus says, that reminds me, I need to find a gag. King Meinolf will speak to you both when we reach the Great Hall. And don't try anything. The king may be willing to trust you based on stories alone, but I am not. Oof. Man, oh man, we're in it. We're playing Banner Saga 3. I almost can't believe it. The game can be purchased, for those of you who are wondering, on Steam and on GOG.com. There's multiple editions available. There's a deluxe edition that includes some extra perks, like the soundtrack and stuff, and then there's like a super deluxe edition that includes all those perks, plus some more. I think I went with the deluxe edition. It's about to be a whole lot more. I don't care for how many looks we're getting. I missed the first part there. There's a Varl here. Okay, Walter, thanks very much for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. The fields between the outer and inner walls of Arborong are brimming with different people and clans. All stare as the masses enter. A pair of curious children run to you in awe. Can I ride the horse, people? Gasps a young boy. Apparently we were not betrayed by the Horseborn. It sure looked that way at the end of the second game. I misread it, I suppose. His mother grabs him by the arm, blurting apologies. A man with a short banner of his own approaches. Excuse my wife and son, he says. There isn't anyone in Arborong who hasn't heard of you. We're a small clan, he continues, of strong men and smart women. Give us the honor of joining our banner to yours. Oldleaf gives you an uncertain shrug. We've already got more clansmen than we can manage. Any allies are welcome in these times. Keep your head down, trying to avoid a scene. Okay, I gotta get into the character of Alette as she has played over the last 2 games. Mainly over the last game, because that's the game where she developed as a character, really. Apart from just naive daughter. Sorry, not naive. Inexperienced daughter. She has learned that it can be a mistake to welcome people into your group. But the fact that these people have children with them makes her think that they're not going to be taking too many risks of a treacherous nature, you know. So I think she'd welcome them. Allies are welcome in these times. The man claps you on the shoulder, and many other clans promise to sew their banners to yours as you travel toward the Great Hall. Interesting. 100 clansmen, 10 fighters, 50 supplies. -4 supplies. Morale declined. Everybody's like, ah, fuck. Bunch of new people? God damn it. Barter thrives in the shadow of catastrophe. Capitalism can never die, as people haggle their treasured family heirlooms for a handful of grain. Between robbery and theft, it's been a real problem, Petrus tells you. Eventually, we gave up patrolling the lower rings of Arborong. Every man for himself down here. We pass more than a few reminders of better times. Though gossip is traded freely, most items and supplies are outrageously expensive. Still, you can afford to take a look. Let's browse! Here and there, a piece of someone's old life catches your eye. We have 13 days worth of supplies. I'm going to say we don't need... Wow, 30 renown, okay. I'm going to say we don't need to buy more supplies at the moment. Let's take a look at trinkets. Tools of Skildings? Tool of Skildings. Poorly designed jeweler's hammer makes for a brilliant, unexpected addition to a fighter's arsenal. +2 break talents, 30% critical chance, +1 ranged distance. The Black Fish. A stone resemblance of the elusive native of the Vast. Interesting. Sounds like a mythological figure. It even smells like the sea. Unless the vast is just what they call the ocean. +2 move, +5 break. -5 strength attack. Holy shit. +5 break. Wow. Little Fang. This knife hides in the folds of cloaks and the hollow of sleeves, always thirsting and ready. Bonus strength damage when stationary. +2 strength attack. 10% critical chance. I'm tempted by the Blackfish, actually. Though, we do have characters we need to promote. +5 break, though. God damn. And with the +2 move, that could be huge for somebody like Moger. He could march, like, halfway across the battlefield and take out 3/4 of a dude's armor on the first move. Oh, I can't resist. I'm gonna get it. Oberon looks like it would be really pretty in better times. I like that there's generally kind of a purplish haze in the upper atmosphere there from the reflection of light off the nothing. Some of these people were ready to kill us just hours ago, says Let. We have 130 Varl with us. That's nuts. Thought you'd get away with this? A man slurs nearby. He and his cronies are already drinking their way through the streets. We demand justice. He bleats in the face of a confused horseborn. Ahead, more horseborn rear up at spear point. Canary and her companions thrust weapons and words back at their accusers, unintimidated. Stay out of this, Petrus warns. You've done enough already. His guards try to separate the angry clansmen, but only manage to fan the flames. Oh, we're gonna have to step in here. The horseborn apparently did not betray us, so it's... Oh, stand by. Fruit fly. Fruit fly. I killed it, but it fell in my drink. Gross. Sorry, everyone. Those of you who might be new to my stream, I do occasionally get a fruit fly in this room for some stupid reason. Yeah, we're gonna have to stand in, because apparently the horseborn did not betray us. They're still on our side. Surprising to me. But they are. So they're still part of our clan, and we gotta protect them. Justice for Tolier turns into a chant, spreading until it infects a great mass of people. The horseborn came with you, they accuse. You're protecting murderers. Someone attacks and others follow. How the hell did a horseborn already kill somebody? Alright, here we go. Should we bring the horseborn into the fight? Okay, Moger. You are gonna kick so much freaking ass, dude. It's gonna be nuts. Do I want somebody to take this thing? Because this is actually pretty good. 3 armor. 1 aggro. Could make Trigvi into a pretty formidable foe. What do you have, Trigvi? 20% critical chance. Yeah, I'm gonna take that from you, actually. I want to use Alio. I really liked him in the last game, and I barely ever used him. You know what? Let's try to keep the horseborn out of this fight. With the thinking being, if they're the target of these ornery humans, we should probably try to protect them. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. Alio, wait, you don't have a trinket, do you? Two willpower would be nice, actually. Take that from canary. Okay. Let's see what happens. Crowd looks riled up, says Alette. Kill the rabble-rousers in blue and the rest may flee. I don't know how Alio knows that, but sure. The rabble-rousers in blue, that would be the backbiters. Who are hiding behind their archers, the cowards. Actually, 1 second. Put you there, Alio. Oh, he's not going quite as far as I... Oh shit! I didn't recognize that the Horseborn were there. They're blocking my path. Ah! Son of a bitch. Okay. Alright, everybody, shift! Shift! Oh shit. I should have watched and seen how far they could get first. I didn't do that. Sense. Just wait. Yeah, see, now I'm paying the price for not watching where I was. Though this flushed this guy out. He's really close. So I could go to there. Break a shitload of armor, Trigby. Got hack on. Okay, Alette doesn't really have to worry about being physically attacked for this turn. Just kill her outright. Let's do that. Artery strike. Damn. Okay, I gotta remind myself what you do now. +1 willpower to allies if standing within 2 tiles of an ally who delivers a killing blow. For every 2 strength enemy has over an ally, gives +1 strength damage. Forces an enemy back in initiative. What's the range on insults? Not that far. Kill the blue shirts! Kill the blue shirts! Oh my god, that guy can get to Gunnulf right now. Oh! I didn't realize that Gunnulf's trinket is giving him -3 armor. I might switch that next time. Okay, alright, alright. I don't know that I like what I'm doing with Gunnulf here, but okay. Sure, dude, you knock yourself out there. Man, that Cragman hasn't even gone yet. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just do Bring the Pain. Shit! Negative 11. Ah! Gunnulf frequently gets wasted when I play this game. When I'm in combat, rather. Okay, Hakon, I think you can just end this fight, right? If we take out the blue shirts. Oh no, because there's that guy's still alive. Okay. Cragman gets to go next. We get to see what he does. Damn, that's a lot of damage. We did more armor break to him than he did to us. That's funny. Okay, hang on. I gotta remind myself. Yeah. Kill him, we'll get the +2 willpower. Not that it matters. Victory is ours! 8 renown. I feel like there's more renown to go around in the second and third game than there was in the first game. Canary, usually the charismatic leader of a large horse-born tribe, wears a deep scowl. Why men attack, she says. Why so much shout? Oldleaf says, everyone thinks your horse-born pillaged Tolir. I don't remember what... Tolir was obviously a village. I don't remember that from the second game. Alette says, this is important, Canary. Is it true? Canary says, city to east? Yes, kill many man. Take many thing. You need more? Oldleaf's mouth opens, but finds no words. Alette says, you admit it? You plundered Tolir and killed the people there? Canary says, many food, many weapons, bring to you. You eat, you take. Oldleaf says, you slaughtered them and gave their things to us? Canary looks from Oldleaf to you, puzzled, then back to Oldleaf. Her front hooves pound the dirt, and she gestures in the air. Canary says, you kill at walls, you kill on road, man. Horseborn, every. Oldleaf says, no, that's... Damn, it's not the same thing. She doesn't get the difference. They must have done this before we even met them. How are we going to explain this away? Alette says, there's nothing to explain. We either defend them, or we don't. Canary. Shit! Ah! Oh, this game and its morality decisions. Okay. Here's the thing. Canary killed a bunch of innocent people, but we benefited from it. We didn't know it at the time, but we benefited from it. Is it fair for me to turn my back on them now after we took the stuff that they killed for? I don't know. Thoughts? People in the chat? Anybody have an idea? Thinking? I feel like we need to protect them. I feel like, I don't know. They did slaughter people, though. And if we didn't know about it, maybe that's a defense. Maybe we could say that to the other people. Look, we didn't know that they slaughtered all these people when we found them. When we found out, we have disavowed them. We've left them. Moved on our own. Are the Horseborn good to have around? Well, see, here's the thing that's complicated about this. We have... So there's There's a group of Horseborn that joined us earlier on. Skathak, Deirdre, I think is her name, and Roak, something like that. Those three joined us earlier, before we met Canary. It was Canary's group that did all the slaughtering, apparently. So, if we offer up Canary's group, do we lose Skathak and Roak and Deirdre, whatever her name is? Or do we lose just Canary? If we lose just Canary, then we still have 3 Horseborn, no problem. If we have to lose all 4 of them, that would be a heftier decision, but I think Publican's right. If we don't get rid of them, we say we're okay with what they did. I can't be responsible for that, which we might end up having to fight Horseborn now. We'll see. You killed innocent women and children. You're on your own. Canary rears back, snorting through her nose. Mistake. You need Horseborn. We not need you. Canary screams as she departs, parting the crowds as her Horseborn look for a place of their own. Let says, better find some blankets or something to cover Skathak and our other friends for now. Hi, Custer! Glad you could be here. Thanks for coming by. The half hour is greatly appreciated. So it sounds like we kept the other 3 Horseborn. We just lost Canary and her group. Oldleaf says, good idea. To most of these people, they're all the same. It would have been interesting if you could send off Canary with whatever spoils are left from what she brought you. I will bet money that we have to fight her and her group later on. We already had to fight her once. Betting we'll have to do it again. There's lots of Varl in this town, more than I expected. In the crowds, you notice new Varl, who had just now entered the gates. Hakon has gone off to meet them. Eventually, you catch up. Fasolt! Fasolt says, a familiar face glares in your direction as he speaks. It's all torn up, is Fasolt. Ooh, look at his horn, even. Fasolt was saying, eventually we crossed paths with Bulwark and his ravens at the old fort. Do you remember Bulwark? Hakon says, the Berserker? Hard to forget. Fasolt says, I thought I did some hard marches in our day, but not like this. Bulwark went his own way. Lucky we arrived when we did. I wasn't sure Arborong would still be here, or where you went. Have they treated you well since we parted, Hakon? Hakon says, well enough, all things considered. Fasolt gives you, meaning Alette, I presume, a cold stare. Don't think I've forgotten why Einertoft fell, little one. Einertoft fell because the freaking dredge were right at the gate, dude. It had nothing to do with it. Regardless of what Rook and Alette decided to do, it would have fallen. Or forgiven. With the bridge standing, for what it's worth, I'm glad you made it. How did you survive Bellerud? I want to ask all 3, but let's say we left the bridge standing, dude. It wasn't us. We didn't. Maybe that's why he's pissed. I don't know. Fasolt says, but you left Einertoft to fall. What were we supposed to do? Die there? Yeah, exactly. That says, if we had made a stand in Einertoft, we'd all be dead. Fasolt says, do I look like a ghost? Where's your tamed one-armed Varl, anyway? Hakon says, gone to the north, into the darkness. Juno and Eyvind claim they can solve this. Juno and Eyvind, who, by the end of the second game, looked like they are actually the villains of the entire thing. I'm interested to see how they're portrayed in this game. Fasolt says, is that so? Juno and Eyvind. Makes you wonder who started the trouble in the first place. Fasoltz, he's hip, he's with it. Grofheim is gone, Einertoft is gone, Jorunder gone. The Dredge, on the other hand, Bulwark said he ran across Eyeless near Bindle. Ugh, God, that was hell. And Bellower's probably on his way right here right now. Shit! What happened to Bellower's body at the end of the last game? I don't remember. Oh, crap. I don't remember. Hakon says, we defeated Bellower at Boyersgard. I saw it myself. Fasolt says, Bellower doesn't die. And one of the others, like Walker or Seethe. We don't want to know where they went. Oh, great. There's more. There's more on top of Eyeless and Bellower. I guess we should have known there were more. Fasolt says, is Ubin around here somewhere to write these things down at least? Hakon says, afraid not. He decided to go south to Horseborn lands. Fasolt says, of course he did. Then I guess we're the last Varl, Hakon. Let us bring ruin to the Dredge like the old days. Of our bones, the hills. Oh, man. Fasolt kicks ass. That's one of the title of one of the songs in the original game soundtrack. Hakon breaks into a wide grin, clasping forearms with Fasolt, a strange gladness about them. They're in the eat, drink, and be merry for tomorrow we die mindset. Of our bones, the hills, says Hakon. It's a pretty badass saying. 7 more Varl, including Fasolt, presumably. How big is this damn city? I'm walking forever. I love how you can see the individual characters at the front of the caravan. It's really cute. It's just neat. I was just going to show you who they are, but now we can't see it. That's Mogr there, Hakon. It takes the order of your party and then adds your other characters after them. The path crossing the field from the outer gate to the inner black rock is longer than it looks, but you walk through dense, smoky streets, escalating toward the rise in the black rock plateau. That's presumably where we're headed now. Rugga shuffles beside his... try it again. Rugga shuffles beside the guards who carry his chains. He has been unusually silent, but now he speaks softly in your ear. Careful, hunter, he says, even before you hear the shouts. Looks like trouble ahead. It is trouble. A few yards ahead, you spy one of Petrus's guards face down, an arrow in his head. Petrus curses angrily and runs ahead just as armed men appear from the crowds, surrounding him and attack his guards. Armed men appear from the crowd, surrounding him and attack his guards. Okay. It would be a tragedy if something happened to him. Good taunts. Oh, shit. Petrus is the king's captain of the guard. The king invited us to come meet him in the Great Hall. If we make it to the Great Hall and Petrus dies along the way, the king will not have any patience left over for us. We've already tested his patience. We better help. Join Petrus and repel the attackers. Killers emerge from a well-staged trap to plunge arrows and axe heads into more guards. An ambush! Shouts Petrus. It is chaos in Arborong, gang. Still have Deirdre, Roek, and Skathak. Okay. Oh man, good old Fasolt. He's got 6 points available. Fasolt. I don't even remember what you do, dude. I know you taunt. Malice. The character curses and spits at his enemy, forcing that character to attack him on his next turn. With his high armor, he often takes little or no damage from the assault. While Malice can be a difficult ability to learn, it's devastating in the right circumstances. Negate a strong enemy for a turn, pull an enemy forward on the board, or lock a character in place to set them up for future damage. Bring the Pain. Character strikes an adjacent enemy for armor break damage before hunkering down and boosting his passive ability. Same thing Mogre has. Return the favor. Okay. 6 points. Let's just see. Let's just see. I think I'd rather do that. Okay, confirm. Man, it's so tempting to just put Fasolt in the group. I love my Varl, but then I don't want an all Varl party. 3 Varl is lots. +1 break. We can do way better, man. Can we do way better? That might be about what we get. Okay. No, I don't think we're going to use Fasolt this time anyway. I think we'll go with this party again. 37. Okay. We can promote somebody. Let's promote Alette. Promote her again, even if I had the points. 21. Okay, we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna ride with this party. Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. Okay, let's take a look at the map here. Who the hell is this bloke? Is that Petrus or one of his guards? Must be. Backbiter, Raidmaster, Cragsman, Hurler, Pullman, Backbiter, Pullman. Oh, I didn't change Gunnulf's trinket. Damn. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I don't know about this. Oh man, that's great. I love it. Net, they're making a huge mistake by attacking Mogre right now. Alright, let's do a bunch of strength damage to this. I always forget Sundering Impact. Added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. Doesn't make much sense unless there's adjacent enemies, so let's skip it. Oh, I did armor damage instead of strength damage. Oh well, whatever. deflected. Very nice. So when does that guy get to go? Do I control him? I do! It's Petrus and I control him. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Shit's kind of crazy right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. Ooh, Trigby's taking some punches. Trying to think how I could use Alio here. Yes, exactly. Nice. Uh-oh. She shot off a stop me from hitting people attack. Oh, good. Okay, I was thinking maybe it was gonna hit me. Oh, shit. You'll need some help. Is this a good guy? It's a good guy. Good. Is that Gudmundur? It is Gudmundur! Yay! Oh, you're kind of stuck though. Gudmundur, you can't do anything right now. Excuse me 1 second. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry. Took me by surprise. Gunolf! Oh, no, it was Trigby. Nine! Holy crap, okay. Okay, here we go. Trigby, hang on! Kill him? Yeah, nice. That helps. Killed one of her own there. Trigby! Hang on, man! Okay, Alio, I have an idea. I'm just gonna have you kill this dude. And then Gunolf can kill both of these guys. And we're done. That wasn't too bad. We didn't lose anybody or anything. Ten renown, we saved Petrus. We got Gudmundur in the group. Petrus rallies his men with tremendous skill. You quickly repel the ambush with his help. Wiping his blade clean of blood, Petrus then leans into Ruga hard with fists and feet until the man is curled in a quivering ball on the ground. It was Ruga's ambush. The thrashing ends when Petrus is satisfied, and the fighter who joined you in battle paces nearby. Bastards! Utter bastards! It's been a miserable hard road, and I wasn't willing to watch good men go down like that. I'm Gudmundur, he continues. Lots of us here from Bindle. I was captain there myself. He glances at his banner, trampled and bloody, and notices yours. Though I'll admit we could be doing a lot better. You take the hint. I'll take Gudmundur, sure, he's great. Fight like you did there, and you're welcome to join us. I swear it, Gudmundur replies. It's kind of funny because he didn't do anything in that fight. He gathers his tattered banner and sends word along to his people. Holy shit! Okay, lots of supplies, that's good. 360 clansmen. Petrus and Gudmundur chat as you continue to the Great Hall. Kindred spirits. Is Petrus going to join our group too? Great morale! Holy cow, we've come a long way since the first game when morale was awful. Anyway, yes. Can you see it? Moger, Hakon, Trygvi, Alette, Alio. Looks like an awful lot of stairs. And then behind her, behind Alio is Gunolf. And then the remainder of our party that isn't in combat right now. Nid, Oddleif, the three Horseborn, Fasolt, Gris. Yeah, that's everybody. So I thought, what is this place then? I thought that was the Longhouse, but I guess it's not. You finally approach the black stone walls deep at the center of Arboron. Petrus instructs you to head up the stairs while he hauls Ruga away. Oddleif huffs when she learns she can't join you. I guess only the important people are invited, she says. I'll try to find a place for the rest of us. Where do you think is best? As far as an inn as possible near the Great Hall, back near the gates in case we're needed quickly, or it's your call, Oddleif. I trust your judgment. I think Alette would trust Oddleif. Oddleif has been a bit of a mentor to Alette, and also kind of her chief lieutenant. So yeah, it's your call, Oddleif. I'll do what I can, says Oddleif. But up on top of that hill is where we ought to be. Oddleif looks back at the Great Hall. Maybe if you had the king's ear, she suggests. It wasn't a sexual insinuation, was it? The black rock plateau casts a long indigo shadow over you like a storm cloud. As you climb the steps, the view shifts from verdant green hills into a morbid panorama of carnage and darkness. Eventually, you come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names and banners called before King Meinolf as you were. Hakon is here, as well as Canary, both given a wide berth. From where you stand at the back of his enormous hall, King Meinolf looks small and withered upon the throne. Meinolf's kind of a punk, as far as I remember. He speaks slowly, as if stepping carefully through cobwebs of old memories. You can only hear bits and pieces about changes of heart and protecting the weak. Eventually you give up trying to make out the words. Suddenly the hall goes silent. Everyone has turned to stare at you. The king beckons, and you approach. Actual animation? Nope, just a drawing. Okay. King Meinolf's, let's see. Yep. With this, the king sends the crowds away, takes you aside privately. He says, "Now, I'm afraid I must selfishly beg a favor of you. The road between Borsgard and Arberong is long, especially shared with a man like Rugga. Tell me," he says, "how did you fare in his company?" He tried to kill me, that's the most important thing. King Meinolf says, "You're not the first." Yet somehow he commands the loyalty of many. Maybe it says something about the hearts of men. I suspect you already know this, but the man has poisoned me. I think I did know that, yeah. King Meinolf says, "He did it when we met in good faith to negotiate peace. My menders have been unable to find a cure." He says, "Rugga and I have something of a long and miserable history. No doubt he means to watch me wither on the throne. But perhaps you've seen his weaknesses, something with which to coax an antidote from him. Convince him on my behalf." Gosh, what would I use against Rugga to convince him? Am I truly the best hope for this? In return, my clients don't have many needs. It might seem kind of selfish, but at this point, Alette has been a leader long enough that she knows her people are always in the back of her mind. My clansmen have many needs. The king leans back and studies you with narrow eyes. He says, "I can respect one who puts their clansmen first. What would you ask?" "A safe place to rest in Arberong. We were just talking to Oldleaf and we didn't know where we should be." "We have plenty of food, as far as I can tell. And we've got plenty of dudes to kick ass and take names. I imagine this might get us Petrus. But a safe place to rest in Arberong would be nice. Arberong is crazy dangerous. We fought 2 large fights just getting up here from the gate. Yeah, safe place to rest would be nice." The king says, "Space could be made here atop the Black Rock Plateau. The other families may not like it, but they'll make do." The king calls for Petrus, and you soon hear his hard boots echoing off the high ceilings. He's right there the whole time. Petrus says, "My king." King Meinolf says, "Captain Petrus, our friend Alette has agreed to speak with Rugga." And Petrus, "Follow young Alette's orders. You're now hers to command as she needs." King Meinolf says, "See that this gets resolved as soon as possible." What in the hell am I going to say to Rugga to convince him to give the king the antidote to the poison? If such thing exists. 83 renown! Holy cannoli. Alright. Heroes. We got some upgrading to do. Oh my god. 83. Whew. Wow. Okay. Could promote him again. For 10? Really? Choose your heroic title. We might come back to that. Hang on. Interesting. Okay, hang on. I wanna change your thing too. Gunolf before I forget. Critical chance. Alio, sure. Petrus is in the group. Oh, okay, we got Petrus no matter what. He's level 10. 11 points. Whew. Hi, Chris. Oh, that's alright, Chris. Don't worry about it. It can't be helped sometimes. Yes, it will, of course, be uploaded to YouTube, so feel free to check it out. So what do you do, dude? Bloody flail, okay. Run through. He does the backbiter thing? Reinforcements. Petrus calls upon one of his loyal men-at-arms to come to the defense of the party. Shield wall. Wow. I like him. Dang. Okay, let's do it. Heroic title. Now what does this mean? Skalds sing the names of not simple people, but of the legends they have become. Choose a heroic title to bestow upon this hero. Once chosen, it cannot be undone, and the title will be unique to this hero. Ah, so you can only choose... So once you choose one of these, it's not available to any other hero. One point of strength damage over time on hit. Okay. Damage, plus damage on a consecutive attack to same enemy. Monster killer. Plus willpower on kill. Ooh, okay. Nope, no worries, Chris. See you on Discord. Take care. Speaking of, has anybody seen Nightbot tonight? I have not seen Nightbot so far. He's out of commission, isn't he? That little punk. Anybody who's in the chat who would like to join me on Discord, I have a Discord channel. Let me, if you'll bear with me one moment, I will provide everyone who's in the chat a link. Stand by, everybody. Usually Nightbot is here to offer links, but he didn't do that tonight. I'm perturbed. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. All right. If you would like to join me on Discord, you can use that link in the next couple hours or so. It will be valid until then. Okay. Right. Whew. Okay, so we still got to choose. So that's willpower. This is +2 strength, -1 armor. Okay. +1 damage with no adjacent allies. Adjacent allies, +1 to strength attacks. I see. The last standing. +1 armor, +2 armor, +3 armor, +3 armor, plus regen 1 armor per turn. Whoa, my god. The mountain. +1 armor, +1 armor, +1 strength. Unbent. Willpower, resist. +1 willpower, resist. Does that mean there's a... +1 willpower, I know what that means. +1 willpower, resist? I don't know what that means. The unmoved. 1 strength, 1 armor. 2 strength, 1 armor. 2 strength, 2 armor. The whisper. less aggro, plus 1 move. Much less aggro, plus 1 move. A wolf, 1 move, 1 damage. Death seems to hold no sway over the infamous Twiceborn, who turns aside killing blows as others do a child's. Recover from KO with 1 armor, strength, and willpower. So if you get the killing blow, you're back for 1 round. That would be useful for somebody who has a lot of armor break, so they can still do some damage. Bloodletter. Alright, well, I've already committed to this. I'm going to use something for him that I wouldn't... Oh, absolutely, Custer. Yeah, no worries. Have a nice trip to Boston. Enjoy your evening. Thanks very much for tuning in. The game is gorgeous. I highly recommend it. All 3 games are fantastic. And you really get the effect if you play all 3 in order. And join me on Discord. I'd be happy to see you there. Strength damage over time. It's tough because I've never fought with this guy before. I don't... He's a backbiter. So... Might be useful to have like 1 willpower. There was a willpower on kill. This one. This one might be useful. Backbiter makes a kill. He gets another willpower so he can go on to do another one. Oh, I see. I can go as high as I want. Provided that I'm willing to pay for it. I mean, am I ever going to use this guy? Yeah, I will, because he's a backbiter. Okay. AKA Petrus the Monster Killer. Goodmunder's got all kinds of points. What does Goodmunder have on him? Oli's Lucky Flask. Whatever happened to Oli, I wonder? Huh. Gunnulf could be promoted, which would get him a title, wouldn't it? Hakon could be promoted for 10. Trigvi needs 1 kill to be promoted. Mogre needs 3. Might be time to promote Alette. This might be the last promotion I do, too. With that. Okay. That's it for now. We'll save the other 17 for, I don't know, upgrades or trinket purchases. Oh, more renown. Good grief. Okay. So Oldleaf's out there. We'll have to bring her in. Petrus, heroes. Is there a market? Market. Damn, I know I precluded myself from buying this gold bridle. Little is known about this ancient piece of riding equipment. It was found amidst the wreckage of a raised horseborn. +3 all talents, +1 strength attack, +1 break. Oops. Thruster's Tooth, relic of the 4th Varl King, inscribed with ancient runes of dominance, +2 strength, +25% critical chance. Sewing Dart. Renowned tailor skewered this warrior beetle with a needle from across a longhouse, so the merchant says. +3 EXE. Execution talents? What would EXE stand for? plus 10% dodge, strength, plus 1 move. None of those are that appealing to me. We have 3 days worth of supply. 13 days, sorry, with the supplies. We're good there. Let's save our renown. We need to rest. Shit. I meant to look at my heroes to see. Nobody needs to rest. Nobody's injured, but we rested a day for no reason. Fuck it. It's fine. Whatever. We have 12 days worth of supplies now. Alright. Let's talk to Oldleaf. See if we can't figure out where she is. You're back. So, what was all that about? What did the king have to say? Says Oldleaf. Olet says, something about putting aside our differences, and he wants me to try and wring an antidote out of Ruga. Since Meinolf's dying, everyone's been let into the city under his protection. Oldleaf says, I wonder if I'd change my mind like that if I knew the end was near. Olet says, is it not? Oldleaf says, shut up, you know what I mean. Olet says, so how are you feeling about all of this? Oldleaf says, all of this? Care to narrow it down? She smiles politely, waiting for your question. I like the relationship that they develop between Olet and Oldleaf. There's a lot of the characters in this game are... Some are suspicious of each other, but even the ones that aren't suspicious of each other are still kind of like cagey, a little wary, like even now, Hakon has been with us since the beginning of the game, pretty much. And he still kind of feels like he's not... If it came down to it, he might withhold information from Olet. Likewise, Olet might withhold information from him. But Oldleaf and Olet, I think, actually have the strongest relationship in the game. The most trusting relationship in the game. And I kind of like that. That's cool. I like that Oldleaf recognizes where Olet is and the difficulty that she's in and is there for her. There's no wall, you know, she's not guarding herself. She's just like, look, I know this young lady needs my help, so I'll be there for her as much as I can. What'd you do in Meinolf's position? What's your deal with the Horseborn anyway? What should we do about Ruga? Better get back to camp. What should we do about Ruga, I think, is the most pertinent question. Oldleaf says, gods, I wish he just didn't exist. You know he's not going to just hand over a cure, not without a high price anyway. He's gambling with people's lives for his own benefit. Why do people like him always seem to prosper? Rule comes to those who have a deep desire to rule. That seems to be the case, yes. Doesn't matter your qualifications. If you want it, oftentimes you end up with it. Oldleaf says, you mean madmen. You spend so much time and effort trying to do the right thing, and here comes Ruga. He may as well be stabbing children as he goes, and people love him for it. But anyway, what can we do? Threats and beatings don't seem to work. Olet says, the man can take a punch, I'll give him that. Oldleaf says, can't kill him yet either, for Meinolf's sake. What does he even want, she says. The throne? What's the point of ruling Arboron for a couple days before the darkness takes it back? Ugh, I'm sick of thinking about Ruga. Let's change the subject. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What would you do in Meinolf's position? Oldleaf says, that's a tough one. You know me. I want everyone to live, maybe even not hate each other. Ruga's men are bastards, but I don't think they deserve to die. I'm just glad the Varl are on our side. Whew, excuse me. But I'm not the king, so I guess there's not much else to say about it. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. What's your deal with the Horseborn? What? I don't know why I'm asking that. Oldleaf did seem pretty pissed when she found out that Canary's group killed a bunch of humans, but that makes sense why she would be upset. I don't remember another prompt that would make me think that Oldleaf had a problem with the Horseborn, but let's ask it anyway and just see where it goes. Apparently Oldleaf doesn't know either. Oldleaf says, my deal? What do you mean? Olet says, oh, you're going to pretend like there's nothing up with you? Wait a minute, are we talking about... Sounds like we're talking about a crush here. You're going to tell me you don't like Kevin? He really likes you. And he's cute. I don't know. Olet says, I heard you giggle the first time you saw one. Oldie says, I don't giggle. Oldie says, okay, look. Just don't repeat this, promise? I promise. Oldie says, when I was a girl, I remember my father showing me pictures of horses. Oh, crap. We're going there? We're going to young girls and horses? Oldie says, they looked amazing. I wanted one so bad. Then he told me they were all killed, totally wiped out. Do you know this story? Holy shit, all the horses in the world are dead. Legend says the Loom Mother made horses, and another god created the horseborn from them. But there was a time when both horseborn and horses existed. They'd see people using horses for farming and carrying goods, and wouldn't know how to react. Was it slavery? Were horses like children to them, or some living reminder that they're just dumb beasts? That says you could ask the same about the Varl. Leaf says, come on, it's not the same. Varl look pretty different from yaks. No debate how the horseborn were made. Anyway, rather than let anyone own horses, the stories say the horseborn went crazy and slaughtered them all. Then they fought the humans a bit, but eventually retreated far south. They say the horseborn felt such shame about the massacre they just never returned. Who knows what the truth really is? Up until the moment I saw one, I was never even sure the horseborn really existed. But they're real. They're really real. And they're beautiful. Well, it says, and they're causing us all kinds of problems. Oldleaf says, Oldleaf's beaming face and wide grin deflates. Tell me about it, she says. She smiles politely, waiting for your question. Let's just get back to camp. That was an interesting conversation. Oldleaf says, yeah, I suppose we should. How are you holding up? You ever get tired of doing the right thing? What choice do we have? Honestly, what choice do we have? There's no choice. We just have to keep doing. We have to keep on keeping on and being ourselves. If we give in to despair or hopelessness, then the bad guys win no matter what. Oldleaf says, leave. Go south, see what happens. Something tells me that the nothing isn't going away. She says, I'm just thinking out loud. Some people are talking about ships. Yeah, we've done that before. Didn't work that well. Let says, after what we saw in Fiskevik, Serpent's blood was eating at the boats, and it killed everything living in the sea. Oldleaf says, I know it's not a real option. Now we've got to rely on each other. Just remember, you've always got a shoulder here. Don't try to carry this all on your own. See, that's what I'm talking about. She's great. Oldleaf's fantastic. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. Petrus? Petrus says, we have not had time for proper introductions. Let says, I didn't even know it'd be necessary. Are you comfortable with the king's orders? Petrus says, it's not a matter of comfort. I was given as much warning as you were. That is to say, none. But if these are the king's orders, I will follow them. Is there anything you wish to know? Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. Why did Mino put me in charge? I'm an outsider. That's the most pertinent question, yes. He says, it would be above my position to assume, but in my opinion, you answered the question yourself. The king knows the other clans in Arborong. Too well, I think. Schemes and secret plots flourish in a city like this, but your banner speaks for you. Let says, who better than an indebted outsider to handle the other outsiders? So he can expect me to do as he says and take the blame if things go wrong, too. Petrus says, well, that's one way to look at it. Let says, aren't the wealthy families in Arborong going to be upset about this? Petrus says, without a doubt. He stands at attention, waiting your response. What can you provide? Petrus says, several hundred trained fighters, weapons and armor, and access to the king, should you need it. Let says, several hundred fighters in a city of several 100,000. Petrus says, we're lucky for that. Look at Frostfeller or Borsgard. The wealthy buy control. Any upset of balance and the wealthy families hack each other to pieces over it. Innocent people get caught in the fray. The king is trying to change that in Arborong, but it's slow going. Tradition dies hard. And, in my experience, many would just prefer to hack each other to pieces in the first place. Petrus stands at attention, waiting for your response. How did you become the captain of the guard here in Arborong? He looks uncomfortable, does Petrus, and unaccustomed to talking about himself. I won't bore you with the details, he says. I was an orphan. When I was young and impetuous, I overthrew the vicious bastards who were selling children in the slums. I did it without killing a man. King Mynulf made me an honor guard. A few years later, after an attempted coup, I became captain. You may have a guess who incited that attempted coup. Oh, does his name start with an R and sound like Ruga? That says fast rise to power. Petrus says power only means you have the luxury of putting your own needs last. Petrus, I don't know if that's true, but it's admirable that you think it's true. You probably have things to do. Let's let him go. Petrus says, as you say, my men were spread thin already. I'm almost worried about the clan, more worried about the clans than the dredge. May I offer some advice, he says. Please do. Rely on me to understand this city, Petrus says. Sometimes men who come from the countryside see things as a straight path. Arborong is a circle. If you try to change directions suddenly, you risk being flung over a cliff. We are dangerously close to a steep drop. Alette says, I appreciate your counsel, thank you. Poor Alette, she's like, what, 16? 18 maybe? She's so young. Petrus says, of course, if you need me, I will be nearby. It's just amazing that she's leading this group. Okay. I guess we're ready to move on to the next point here, but before I do, I'm going to step away for just a moment, everyone. I will be back in, let's say, 2 minutes. So please hang out until then. Enjoy this beautiful scenery, such as it is. Oh, look at that! If you hold your cursor over different points, you zoom in at different angles. My God. Well done. I mean, that's a small feature, but it makes a huge difference. I totally expected that just zooming in anywhere would zoom me right into the center, but not so. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks so much for waiting patiently for me, everyone. We are pursuing the rest of the game. We're apparently going to talk to Petrus again, but this is a plot point. Petrus escorts you to your camp, which was set up while you were gone. He says, I know King Meinolf asked you to speak with Ruga at once, but after his men ambushed us, I may have been too... Should be italicized. He's not capable of speech for the moment. Oh, no. Petrus is telling us this. I thought it was describing Petrus as not capable of speech. Ruga is not capable of speech for the moment. Let says, it seems like you two have some history. Petrus says, I will bring you to speak with him as soon as possible. For now, I would suggest rest. It has been a long day for us all. Oddleif has been waiting for you to return. You can hear singing and laughing in the distance. Let says, where is everyone? Oddleif says, celebrating. For the first time since we left Skogar, we can just stop. We made it, even though the nothing's right on the other side of the gates and death awaits us all. Oddleif says, we made it thanks to you. Let says, I don't feel done yet. The dredge could easily tear through that flimsy outer wall if they wanted to. And as far as I can tell, we've still got no answer to the darkness. Oddleif says, what do you think Ivor's doing right now? I don't know, I just hope they're doing it quickly. Probably keeping them all from killing each other if I know Ivor. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can handle it. Oddleif says, I'm just not a let someone else handle it kind of girl. It feels strange, the sudden calm, she says. Nothing to do but wait. Let says, you're right. I can't even work on Ruga yet. The guard captain went wild on him. Is this a transition they're setting up? We're about to transition to Ivor and Juno? Oddleif says, good. On the other hand, what if Meinolf dies? Between Ruga's loyalists, the Horseborn, and the power struggle, this city may turn on itself. Let says, the harder we try to grip this world, the faster it seems to slip from our fingers. Doesn't Leia say that to Grand Moff Tarkin? The more you tighten your grip, the more star systems will slip through your fingers. Oddleif says, we can't stop the world, Alette. All we can do is try to hold on. Come on, you deserve one night of happiness. Uh-oh. Don't sleep with anybody, Alette. Don't get drunk and sleep with anybody. Oddleif fakes a brave face and leads you to where the rest are already celebrating. Chapter 17. Raising high their shining light. Sure enough, they were building to a transition. Manahar. Oh, that's right. Zephyr is still alive.
The darkness hasn't responded to anything I've tried so far. Damn you, Juno! How did you... I can't give up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So she's just standing there trying to blast the darkness? Meanwhile, we're back at, like, Upside Down Strand?
What am I doing here? I left my friends in Arborang and joined the Spellweavers, Juno and Eyvind, on their journey to undo the darkness and put an end to a world-eating serpent. Juno fashioned a dome of light around us, and we pushed into the darkness. I expected desolation. Instead, we've passed villages that look as though melted, and forests curled like fishhooks. I've had a bad feeling that these things will never again return to the way they once were, even if we succeed. With us came a band of mercenaries, the Ravens, tricked into believing the orders came from their leader. This too feels like disaster waiting to happen.
Oh boy. Ivor, our one-armed Varl, says, "You need to address this now, Juno." You catch one of the ravens staring at you for the third time. The whispering between them has become worrisome. Juno says, "Not yet. Soon." Ivor says, "The longer you control Folka's mind, the worse it'll be when you drop the tricks." Ivor says, "The ravens you brought with us are hardened mercenaries. They won't take lightly to being kidnapped." Ivan says, "There was no time to convince them properly, and we need their blades and shields out here." Ivan's staff has changed. When did his staff change? Ivor says, "What's happened out here, exactly?" Ivan says, "The darkness doesn't kill, it warps. There are things hiding out here we don't want to meet." Ivor says, "Perfect. I have a feeling they might notice this giant dome of light." Juno says, "I'm afraid it's necessary. It's the only thing keeping the darkness from warping us as well." She says, "I will release Folka's mind soon. When they discover they're trapped within the light..." How do you expect this to play out? That's the most important point. Juno says, "They will be furious. Help me keep things from spiraling out of control. What I've done, I know how it looks. It isn't the way I wanted things to be." Ivan says, "Please, Ivor, put your trust in us a little longer." Ivor says, "Just fix this." Juno says, "Believe me, we are trying." Shit, things sound desperate. We're gonna have to fight some weird mutant monster things.
The old city on the human-Varl border looms ahead. Twisted into a claw, but still strand. Now, I have to imagine the longboats bringing fish in the harbor, and the bustling of merchants hawking goods. An unexpected light from Strand's Great Hall calls to us from atop the hill.
This is where the very first game started. Oh man. This is bad. Okay. A new set of enemies. Who the hell is this? There's Oli. Juno, Ivan, Ditch, Folka, Spar, Bercy, Bach. Good old Bach. Apostate. Right. That's a stone singer that joined our group. Valgard must be a raven. Alfred must be a raven. What the hell are you? A witch. Oof. Okay. Menders usually heal injuries slowly and carefully, but Alfred has learned to force the body to mend itself quickly through sheer determination. Alfred will always be able to heal at least one strength if she has the will to cast Strength of Will at all. Ride the lightning. Alfred uses her will to focus her energy, launching herself forward with her spear set. After hitting her target, she quickly retreats back to her starting tile. Because she can't move through obstacles or allies, Alfred needs clear line of sight to her target. A long-distance strike from her is devastating. Leaves the target concussed, suffering 20% on his next attack. At the start of her turn, Alfred automatically gains 1 willpower up to her maximum. Okay, we're taking her. That's interesting. 2 points. I'm going to leave that point available because I'm not sure how I want to use her yet. Bach has 8 points. Valgard, okay. Ivor I can promote. Ivan has 4 points. Man, this is gonna be weird. 18 points. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Am I ever going to use that much? Holly. So many points to distribute. Ditch. Ah, damn it. I hit cancel instead of confirm. Son of a bitch. Spar. 10 points for Spar. Okay. Bercy, 6 points. Oops. Is that everybody? No, I still have Apostate. Dredge Stonesinger. This is interesting. I'm going to bring her in too because, what the hell? This is so weird. Okay. I don't have anybody. Oh, I do have Apostate's level 10. +1 break. Armor per turn, willpower per turn. +3 all talents. Nobody else can use it yet, so sure. +3 strength talents. +20% critical chance. 2 strength, -4 willpower. Bach can take that. +3 willpower on rest, +1 armor on rest, +1 willpower. Alfred can take that. Okay. Valgard is required. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Let's go with this. I should probably promote, shouldn't I? Okay. Let's just do it. Let's just... What is your ability? Oh, gosh, Rupture. Characters' magic seek out any dredge too weak to resist it and explodes their bodies, killing them and sending stone shrapnel in all directions. This is powerful weaving, but requires a round to cast. Some dredge are strong enough to resist even if wounded. That sounds crazy. Stonesinger casts a powerful spell, sending a surge of strength through all his allies. The added size and bulk causes some armor to break. In an emergency, the spell can be used to keep weak units alive, but the long casting time requires planning ahead. Disease Strike. Inflicts disease on enemies after a successful attack. Diseased enemies lose 1 strength per turn. Diseased enemies will pass the disease on to their healthy allies when standing adjacent to them. Ah. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. This might be the last fight we have in this play session. Oh, God. Mutants. Just in time. Survivors. Let's clear these things out. Oh, these two are survivors. Okay. I can't control. Shit. That's why they had to be in the party, and I cannot control their positioning. So, here's a thing. This is the room where you have the very first fight in the first game. Alright, let's try it. Any hero can use the Valka's Spear to cast Chain Lightning on an enemy. Defeat enemies to charge it. Okay, this is Ivan's staff. Interesting. Okay, so who's going in what order here? You're going next. Then you. Then you. Absorbed a lot of damage there. Holy shit. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is going to be difficult. What the hell? She absorbed all but one? That sucks. I thought I was getting a kill there. Okay, what? Warped ashes. -1 willpower, +1 willpower to warped. Okey-doke. Shit, I moved too goddamn close. I didn't understand the power. Fucking hell. Lots of absorption going on. Apostate, you are not helping me right now. They do absorb everything. It's aggravating. Here I was thinking, oh, get some early strength damage in. But no, I should have been going for armor damage that entire time. Well, she didn't last long. Ah, fire pit. Okay. But he absorbed... Ah, that's crazy. He's absorbing so much. I'm very confused about how this fight is going so far, but... Absorbed. So if I don't know what's absorbed, I can't kill them very well. Like he was supposed to do, Bach was just supposed to do 10 damage, he only did 7. Okay, that was no problem. What does this do? That didn't do anything. Oh, but you can use it, okay, in advance of your attack. I see. Would have been better if I had used it on somebody else. Oh, I thought it would... Okay, so this thing drained a willpower. I thought it would go away at the end of your turn, but it doesn't. It stays there and it continues to drain willpower. Well, shitballs. Ah! Damn it. Alright, just kill him. So I can't walk over... If I walk over any place where I've killed an enemy, I suffer for it. This is a weird fight. this. Don't know about this. Okay, wait. Now it's gone. Now the ashes are gone. So it takes 2 turns for them to go away? It's crazy. No, I don't want to do that yet. Just wait. Well, son of a bitch. Poorly planned, Ivor can't do shit. Hang on. I don't get it. I don't get what that... how to make that effective, but okay. Valgard, dude, you are not long for this world. No, that's crazy. Critical. Okay, shit. That was overkill right there. I was thinking they absorb so much damage, so you better do extra damage if you can help it. But that was like super damage. Pillage. Oh, there goes Ivor. There we go. Well, we won, but we took a few more hits than I would have liked. So what the hell? What is going on around here? This place is crazy. When the quiet comes, it feels unnatural, like being underwater. What happened to these things, anyway? Asks Folka, breaking the silence. The strange woman replies, Dredge, human, Varl, it doesn't matter out here, not dead. But their minds were gone even before we laid them to rest. Plus 34 renown. The charred remains of the warped creatures bubble and fizz in the light, and smell horrible. You take the conversation outside the ruined hall as you descend toward the foot of Strand. Ivor says, an unexpected place to find visitors. Valgard says, the Dredge were trouble enough in Strand, without being warped into monsters. I wasn't sure we'd ever be unstuck from this abyss, even with our friend's light. Juno says, good that you stayed put. You won't outpace the darkness on foot. She says, we travel into the wind, not away, to undo it. Valgard says, to undo the darkness? How? Alfred says, "No mere mender this. This woman's a Valka." Juno says, "But you are not. How did you learn how to weave the light?" Alfred says, "I've picked up a thing or two on my own." You learn to protect yourself when the Menders are trying to kill you. Menders are trying to kill you? What do you mean by that? Alfred says, "My name is Alfred. Do you know who you're traveling with, I wonder? Despite our history, I came this way to seek the council in Manahar." Shifty eyes, yep. The old Ekil eyes. I wonder if the remains of it found me instead. You can tell Juno is uncomfortable with the implication, but she remains composed as ever. Ivan, less so. Juno says, "We need to move on. Time is our enemy." Alfred says, "Time itself? Then you'll need capable allies." Witch. We're down +5. "I can see it on your face. You wonder, can I trust her?" says Alfred. "What I'm wondering is why there's so much color in the air between you and the big lady with the raven shield." You glance at Folka. Oli's head swivels back and forth between her and Juno. He's not the only one drawing a weapon. Uh-oh. You hear Juno clearly in your head. Be ready. Uh-oh. 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 The ravens know something's up. Folka shudders, grabbing her head. "Where are we?" she groans, no longer under Juno's spell. "Trapped in the dark with this treacherous witch," Oli snarls. "I knew it, Folka. Her words have been coming out your mouth since we left Bulwark at the old ford." Folka's face turns red enough to melt snow. She screams, and you only barely manage to turn aside her spear. Others are drawing their weapons. Respond fast and hard with a show of force. Give me a hand, Juno. Intimidate the ravens. Let's try to intimidate the ravens. I like Folka. I personally like Folka, but I don't know where this is going. Intimidate the ravens. "Who will be first?" you roar. They flinch at your ferocity, but even more so from the crackle of lightning from Ivan behind you. A velveteen dizziness washes over the group. Juno says, "If this world is going to survive, everyone is needed." The sound design inside the darkness here, inside the nothing, is awesome. Folka struggles against the weariness. Who gives a flying fein about the world? But she makes no move. Nobody moves. When this is all over, slumps Folka, the ravens will get what's owed. Count on that. "Everybody shut up," hisses Spar. "Do you hear that?" Hear what? God damn it. "These things just came out of nowhere," says Oli. "You must stand together to survive," says Juno. "Fine, but this conversation isn't over," says Folka. Waves combat. Oh god. Okay. The legions of the warped often attack in waves. After the first wave, you may fight or flee. Defeat the boss on the final wave and gain a powerful item. The number of player turns remaining before a new group of opponents appears. Oh, goddamn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we gotta take out 8 dudes in 40 turns or we have another wave. Shit. We're in a really fucked up order here. Look at, oh goddamn. I can't move anybody. This is where we are. We're ready. We're not, this is no like, choose your position. This is how we are. Son of a bitch. Okay. Hope Ivan and Juno can take a punch, because they're going to get hit here this first round. Oish, okay. Oh, shit. Ivan's not even gonna make it to his first turn. He gonna die. Alright, I gotta remind myself what Oli even does. Shield Wall. Axe Storm. Run through. Okay. Dodged. Very nice. Spar, I don't remember what you do either. Forces enemy back in initiative. Okay, so he's basically like Alio. What's the range on insult? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to get there. Yeah. Sure thing, dude. Okay. That guy doesn't go for a while. Alright. Alright. Ugh. Okay. I have an idea. What's your range on mending? You can reach everybody. Okay. Good. Oh boy, here we go. Deflected, or dodged. Very nice. Juno can kill this motherfucker unless he absorbs. But hang on, what do you do? did not absorb. He's just dead. Good. Juno keeps absorbing and dodging. I am loving that. That's fantastic. Okay, when does this guy go? He goes then. Oli, can you kill him? You can kill him. So Folka, I'm going to use you. To go after this person. Snorri! No! Okay, that's fine. That works. That's totally good. Snorri? Why did I call him Snorri? His name's Spar. Shit. Spar, I think I'm gonna have you insult that guy again. Break armor, Ivor. Ah! Shit. Ivan's really well set up for his lightning. Except that it'll hit two of my guys. It'll hit Juno and it'll hit Folka. Get him there, get that guy. It's not worth it. Not worth it to do it right now. Good work, Ivan. Juno, hang on! Damn it! Absorbed one and now he's still alive. Oh, arcs to all diagonal units. Okay, I see. Okay, that was pretty cool. Just gonna break as much armor as you can, Spar. Because you're gonna die soon. Okay, 1 willpower for everybody. That's nice. Spar! Ooh, he's hanging tough. Again, I don't have a good setup for Ivan's arc power. Maybe mend some of Spar's armor? Okay. Can we do it? So much absorption. It's hard to tell. Nice. Okay, Spar again. Armor break. It's not your strength. It's what you're gonna do. I'll sacrifice the willpower. Fine. Okay. Mend her armor. Juno, you can do the honors. Hey, Max, welcome. Decided to destroy your room, huh? Flee to save injuries. Ah, I could call in reinforcements, could I? How many reinforcements do I get? The game is great. I really enjoy it, Max. They've already introduced a few different dynamics into the game that we have not seen previously, which is very cool. Okay, so I'm disinclined to do the wave this time because it looks like they're telling me with these red triangles that enemies can come in from both sides, which I'm not really ready for. I have a lot of armor on my dudes. Spar is almost dead, and Ivan's almost dead. So, I mean, we're not terribly set up, but we're not organized right. I don't have my dudes where I want my dudes, you know. And wave coming in means there's going to be at least as many dudes as there were there before. I think we're going to flee. I will want to do that sometime, though. That'll be interesting. Oli's promoted. Juno's promoted. "10 renown. That's still plenty of renown. The battle ends as abruptly as it began. And that disconcerting quiet falls again. This is a poor place to loiter," Valgard remarks, cleaning ash from his weapon. You look to Juno for some guidance. Folka says, "That wasn't just chance." Ivor says, "Maybe all your shouting had something to do with it." Folka says, "No, this was organized. Strategic. A little too familiar." Folka says, "Listen, head witch, if you're expecting us to play along, you better start explaining." Juno says, "We go to Ridgehorn. There we'll find a secret path, a shortcut to our destination." Folka says, "Which is?" Juno says, "The place where the darkness began." Folka says, "How about a little more?" Valgard says, "Hold up. Are you guys expecting anyone?" You all see it, off on the horizon. An imposing figure, cloaked in white, leads a legion of the warped. It's gonna be Bulwark. Oh, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. Folka says, "Can't be. Bulwark? I killed him at Manahar." That's right, I did. Folka says, "You what?" Juno says, "Death is less certain than it used to be." Valgard says, "How did things get this bad? Where are the other Valka?" Juno says, "Ivan and I went to Manahar. Bulwark came for us there with vengeance, destroying any chance we had of cooperating with the other Valka." Ivor says, "From where I stood, it looked more like Ivan completely lost his mind." Juno looks away and returns to her point. "Every day, the darkness draws closer to Arborong," she says. "I fear they have no defense against it." Ivor says, "Then what are we doing standing here? Ridgehorn's several days away." Valgard says, "In good conditions, maybe. I can safely say these are not." Folka says, "If that really is Bulwark." Ivor says, "If it is, let him chase us. It'll keep him away from Arborong. They've got enough problems as it is." Chapter 18. Alas, the sea is still deep and wide. Wow. The dredge. Oh, doctor. "This won't end peacefully," Petrus says, looking out at the dredge as they squirm, trapped between the outer walls of Arborong and the darkness. A beast cornered is when they're most dangerous. "Are we much better off?" you wonder aloud. Petrus shakes his head. "Not really. There's still bad blood about the refugee situation, and it's more than it seems. Speaking of which," he adds, "Ruga's talking. I think it's time you took a crack at him." "Not without me," Odliv says. "Even chained to a wall, that man is a threat." "And our best hope for maintaining order is the king's safety," Petrus adds. "We need that antidote. Go with luck." Well, gang, it's the top of the hour. It's been 3 straight hours of the Banner Saga 3. It is fantastic. The dynamics that they've added since Banner Saga 2, I've really enjoyed. And I like how the group dynamics are playing out so far. We learned some things we didn't know before. We thought that the Horseborn were betraying us. Turns out that they didn't. But we turned them away anyway. We thought that Ivor and Folka and everybody were joining Juno and Ivan willingly in the darkness. Turns out that they weren't. Ivor did willingly, at least as far as we can tell. But Folka and the rest of the Ravens were mind-controlled by Juno. It's going to be crazy. However this game ends, it's going to be nuts. A whole bunch of people are going to die, and everybody that lives is going to be miserable, I bet. But that's going to conclude our stream for this week. I want to thank Stoic Studios very much for putting this out. We're playing it on its release date after all. They made an appearance at the very beginning in the chat to herald us for playing the game on Twitch, which was very exciting. We toasted to their success and wish them all the best of luck going forward. And next week, I think we'll resume our usual schedule of 90 minutes or so of Morrowind, and then 90 minutes of Banner Saga 3, and we'll play this game until we finish it. Again, that's every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you'd like to join me. Those of you who are in the chat this evening, thanks very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Even those of you who were only able to appear for a moment, still very much appreciated that you stopped by. And anyone catching up on YouTube, thanks very much for watching. Again, Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3 are all available on Steam or GOG.com for purchase. I highly recommend it. It is not a wasted dollar. You're welcome, Jeza. You're welcome, Max. You're welcome, Publican. Anybody else that's still around? Custer Murphy, if you're still here. I think he left, actually. Let's take a look. Who's still in the chat? Banan is here, apparently. Commander Root. Decaf Smurf. Jace is here. Max is here. Wappus, if you're still here. And Zenikaber. And Publican, of course. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Tune in next week. We'll play more then. Until then, take care, and I will see you guys around. Thanks very much for watching.